Hi everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to closer look at how to properly perform the transmission adaptation, specifically on this ZF 6-speed automatic transmission. And yeah, as you can probably hear already, this is my first time trying to do full video in English. My English honestly sucks, so this is quite a challenge for me. So forgive me if I make mistakes, some mispronounced words, or if I stuck here and there while I'm speaking. I hope I get better over time, so hope so. So let's get started. In my previous video, where I changed the transmission oil with my buddy Láďa, we also reset the transmission adaptations. After that video, I noticed quite a debate in comment section and in other different groups. Some people say you shouldn't reset adaptations after you just change transmission oil. They say it's only needed when you change the hardware inside the transmission, like clutches and mechatronics. That's one side of the community. The other side, which I personally agree with, believes that it's actually a good idea to reset adaptations after change fluid or flash new firmware. But if you do reset the adaptation, you must do the process of adaptation properly, and that is something that I didn't do last time. I got sick after that video and I never finished it. Now that I flashed the Alpina firmware, I decide it's finally time to do the adaptations process properly and show you how to do in the right way based on the official ZF instructions. And I also to know how difficult it is to do in real life. So here on the screen you can see the ZF instructions. I'll be honest with you, step 1 is the most important part of this entire process. After you reset adaptations, this first step is where the transmission collects the most critical base values. These are the numbers the transmission uses to learn and adjust later in the next steps. So this is very critical steps. So it's really important to do these steps properly. So as you can see, this procedure is very long and takes some time. I accept this whole process will take up roughly 100 kilometers to do everything in the manual, just driving through all these steps. That's why I need to find a good highway and do it in the late night hours. So here's the plan. I'll mount a GoPro on the dashboard, pointing on instrument clusters, so you can watch the speed and gear as I go through the whole process. Since I'll be filming at night, the video quality will be suck and you might not see much. During this process, I'll be show you 1 or 2 cycles max, just to keep the video short and not too boring. Now, I just hope the traffic won't be too bad tonight. I actually need to stop the car a few times on a highway and even select the reverse gear. But the reason I'm doing this is to make sure the transmission works as smooth as possible. I didn't do the proper adaptations process last time. I just drove car normally, like most people do. And yes, the transmission does learn over time anyway, but doing this full adaptation run creates much better base with the fresh values that the transmission uses to fine-tune clutches and adjust for wear over time. So yeah, I do recommend doing this after oil change or flashing new firmware, but only if you are willing to do this entire process and do it properly. Oh, it's so nice here. Fucking flies and bugs. All right, here we are, and everything is pretty much ready to go. I've got one GoPro on the dashboard here. Start up. So you can see my speed and which gear I'm in. I also set up a second GoPro, like here, in the window. But honestly, this is just for extra shots to capture a bit more of the surroundings, you know, just for fun. And I've got my laptop here. It starts running. And we'll be ready soon to reset adaptations. Right, let's go and see how this works out. Okay, adaptation values were reset successfully. Now, first step. Okay, ready to go. Four, power throttle, 5, 6, 90, without throttle. Without brakes. And brakes. Okay, 9 times. It's like Edge of Tomorrow. Repeat. Die. Repeat. On third gear. And we are on 242 kilometers, trip A. That's free. Okay. Accelerate to 70. Fifth gear. And gentle throttle. Speed up to 95. Okay. Here we go. $95. Ooh. And to 65. And again 95. 4 cycles. $95. Release. Hold on without brakes to 65. And again. Next cycle. To 95. Release. To 65. Three times, 3 cycles. This is 4. 95. Release without brakes to 65. And now going to 90 and 6th gear. Sixth gear to 105. Release to 90. No, to 80. Sorry. Okay, to 80. Throttle 105. Easy. Release. 280. That's 2 cycles. We need 4 again. 80. Easy on throttle. Release. That's 3 cycles. And 4th. Come on. Release. third gear again, and again 3 kilometers, 252.1. Alright guys, I've done it successfully. And last step, I'm not on a highway anymore. And last step is shift from N into D, wait for 5 seconds, then shift back to N. And shift from N into R, wait for 5 seconds, then shift back to N. Repeat 4 times. So I'm gonna show you one cycle. So N, 5 seconds. No, N into D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N. From N to R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N. 4 times. That's it. That's all. Almost 80, I don't know. 80 kilometers. It took me 1 hour and a half. I don't know. Maybe. So that's all. Now I'll go back home and finally sleep because I'm really tired from all that day. Okay, see ya. Before I did this proper adaptation process, I actually drove about 250 to 300 kilometers after we first rested the adaptations. And when I tried to floor it in third gear, revving it all the way up to around 6000 RPM, and then shifted to fourth, I could really feel the transmission slippering. It felt like the transmission didn't really know what to do, and yeah, that was kind of annoying. Of course, it settled down a little bit over time, because the transmission keeps learning anyway. But now, I've done about 100 kilometers following the official procedure. Watch this. I floor it again in third gear. See? No slippering this time. The shifts are clean, quick, and solid. You can really tell that the transmission knows exactly what to do now. And that's exactly why I think this process is totally worth it. absolutely smooth. Alright guys, I really hope this video was helpful and that maybe you learned something today. So if you are planning an oil change or you just flashed new firmware, I highly recommend this entire process. Trust me, you won't regret it. Thank you so much for watching and for spending time with me. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, or even share your own experience. And don't forget to subscribe, it helps me a lot and you won't miss any of my future videos. Thanks again and I'll see you next time. Drive safe guys. Bye.